Hello there and welcome to my channel. Today, we'll delve into electric vehicles, exploring their enablers and barriers to adoption, and the Indian government's policies for their implementation. In recent years, India has shown increasing interest in electric vehicles, EVs, as a means to address its growing air pollution and oil import bill. The Indian government has set ambitious targets for EV adoption, with a goal to reach 30% of all vehicles sold in the country to be electric by 2030. Now, let's have a look on some key enablers of electric vehicle adoption. Government incentives. Indian government has offered incentives such as tax exemptions, subsidies and reduced customs duties on electric vehicles and charging equipment, making them more affordable. Increasing fuel prices. The rise in fuel prices has made electric vehicles a more cost-effective option for consumers in the long run. Environmental concerns. The increasing awareness and concerns about environmental issues have led to a shift towards electric vehicles as a more sustainable option. Improving charging infrastructure. The development of charging infrastructure in cities and along highways has made it more convenient for consumers to own and use electric vehicles. On the other hand, let's have a look on some key barriers of electric vehicle adoption. Lack of awareness. Many consumers in India are not aware of the benefits of electric vehicles and the infrastructure available to support their usage. High initial cost. Despite government incentives, the initial cost is still higher than that of traditional petrol or diesel vehicles, which makes them less accessible to the majority of consumers. Range anxiety. The fear of running out of charge and the lack of charging infrastructure in certain areas can discourage consumers from adopting electric vehicles. Battery technology. The cost and performance of batteries used in electric vehicles can affect their adoption, as consumers look for vehicles with longer range and faster charging times. In this direction, let's have a look on some current Indian government policies for pushing the adoption of electric vehicles. Faster adoption and manufacturing of electric vehicles. FAME scheme. The FAME scheme aims to promote adoption of electric vehicles by providing financial incentives to consumers and manufacturers. National Electric Mobility Mission Plan, NEMMP. NEMMP tends to promote sustainable ecosystem via charging infrastructure, R&D and battery technology, and incentives for adoption of electric vehicles. Phased Manufacturing Program, PMP. PMP is a policy that aims to promote local manufacturing of electric vehicles and their components in India, with goal of reducing costs and increasing adoption. Goods and Services Tax, GST, reduction. The Indian government has reduced the GST on electric vehicles from 12% to 5%, making them more affordable for consumers. Taking this further, efforts are still required to facilitate smooth adoption of electric vehicles, considering various measures such as awareness campaigns. The government can undertake awareness campaigns to educate consumers about the benefits of electric vehicles and the infrastructure available to support their usage. Research and development. The government can invest in research and development to improve battery technology, reducing costs and improving performance. Incentivize local manufacturing. The government can provide incentives for local manufacturing of electric vehicles and their components, further reducing costs and increasing adoption. Development of charging infrastructure. The government can develop charging infrastructure in cities and along highways, making it more convenient for consumers to own and use electric vehicles. Collaboration with private sector. The government can work with private sector for innovative financing models, leasing/subscriptions, to make EVs accessible to consumers. Despite these efforts, the adoption of EVs in India is still in the early stages, with sales remaining low compared to traditional gasoline and diesel vehicles. However, with continued policy support and increasing consumer awareness and demand for cleaner mobility options, the future looks promising for the growth of electric vehicles in India. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you found the video informative.